Peep the rope because I'm a mother. Real motherish. Yeah, did y'all like the intro? Yeah, I like the intro. Shout out to my friend Quay. You know, I'm gonna put his Instagram right here. So I can hit him up here, do some creative stuff for some change now. If you know what I mean. I was talking about intros and picture collages. But for real, my friend is so creative. He can do all this stuff. All that technology stuff, hit him up. But if you talking about dollar bills, don't hit him up. Because he don't do nothing for free. On today's video, we will be talking about how I ain't got no stomach no more, y'all. Look. No more stomach. Uterus still, you know. But no baby. I am a mom. I'm gonna tell y'all about how everything went like with giving birth. I had a natural. And for all them folks talking about, oh, you think you can do it? Oh, you don't even like shots. How you gonna go natural? Baby, I did it. And did it. Will I do it again? I don't know. But I did it. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so my contractions started, I want to say on the 18th. Let me get my receipts out. So messages with my doula. So on March 18th, my contractions had started. Right? But it was like mild. Baby, them things was hurting. They felt like cramps though. I texted my doula and I was like, hey, I'm having some mild contractions, some mild little cramps. She was like, okay, it's time to start timing them. I'm like, okay, cool. So I downloaded my little app. It's called a contraction timer. I downloaded my little app and I started timing. Every hour I had to send her a screenshot of them. She was like, okay, they're not consistent. Okay, they're not consistent. But like, they were messing with my sleep. Like, I could sleep, but I couldn't really sleep. And so, y'all, I gave birth at a birthing center. So, I couldn't, like, the hospital was out of the question. So, I was doing all this at the house. It was just me and my doula talking. And me at the house just chilling. I was like, okay, well, I want to know how far I'm dilated. Like, I'm feeling all this pain. I called the midwife to the place that I gave birth at. She's like, okay, you can come on up here. So, when I went up there, she checked my cervix. She said I was 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters, and y'all was in pain. And she tracked my contractions and she was like, oh, these are contractions. Baby, that meter wasn't even moving. It moved one time with one contraction, but baby, that meter did not move. So I'm like, oh, so I gotta keep going through this until I get to where I need to get to. She was like, yeah, you can't come up here until you're 6 centimeters. So I'm like, okay. But it was cool because it wasn't my due date. My due date was the 20th. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I still have to go some days with feeling like this. Like, that's how I'm thinking. And I believe it was the 17th. It probably was the 17th that I lost my biggest plug. And that's when the contraction started the next day. So I'm dealing with it. Like, I'm just logging my contractions. I'm just, you know, what can I do? I done got myself into this situation. I knew what it was. I knew what it was. It's like, don't even act surprised, baby. Toughen up. My boyfriend said I did really good. But to me, I was just like, it's really mind over matter, y'all, for real, for real. If you're pregnant and you're worried about giving birth, it's mind over matter. If you got a strong mind, and my mind ain't the strongest, baby, I can think myself into some stuff. But baby, if you got a strong mind, it's really like, you good for real. Because when every contraction came, I was just like, okay, Brianna, here it comes. Because it's like, okay, so if you're pregnant, I got you, babe. Because can't nobody ever describe it. Every single time I ask somebody like, hey, how do it feel? Like, what do it feel like? What do the contractions feel like? They say period cramps, but they don't specify that it goes like this. It starts before the pain starts. You feel it starting up like, here you go. This the contraction. Here I come, bitch. So it go up. And then when it hit right there, that's that, ooh. And that's that, like, you want to hold your breath, but it's like, that's when you need to. And then it goes down, 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 and then it fades away. Literally fades away. Like, it fades in and fades out. And like, that's the only way I can actually describe it, like, as a fade. Maybe like if you like if you like pinch yourself and then like the pain fades away, Like, it's like, oh, okay, I don't feel as much as just then. And then, oh, I kind of don't feel it right now. That's how it is. And the same when it comes in. It's just that peak. Y'all looking at my nails? Is y'all looking at my fucking nails? If you look at my fucking nails, not your fucking business, because I'm a mother. I'm a mother. Hey, I can't go get my nails done right now because I'm a mother, okay? Just chill. I'm going. What more you want from me? Come on. Let's back to the story. 19 went by. I had me a seafood bowl, spicy, because I thought it was going to, induce me and stuff. Doing stuff to, to induce me. Try that thing and give me nothing but diarrhea. So after I ate my seafood bowl, it actually made my contractions worse. Yeah, it just upped the pain a little bit. At this point, it kind of scarred me because I didn't want to go back to that birth center and she tell me, okay, you're 3 centimeters, because it would have really ticked me off because I was already ticked off when I went the first time because I'm like, it's no way that I'm feeling like this and I'm 2 centimeters. Once that 20 hit, I guess Bubba said, yep, it's my time to shine. When you're in labor, your brain really is not there for real. Like, they're not lying. Like, your brain is not there. And so I knew that, okay, if you're throwing up, that means it's time to go to the hospital, to the birth center, whatever you're giving birth at. That means it's time to get ready to push, Birth story time.
Amazing. We were in there record-breaking time.
They still be talking about that. It was
under an hour.
Facts. They still be talking about that shit. So when I woke up and after I had got done throwing up, I had text my doula and I was like, hey, so I'm throwing up and my contractions then got a little intense. So she like, oh, okay, so you should go to the birthing center, you should go see how much you dilated. And I'm like, I text her and I'm like, I'll wait it out because I really don't want to get turned around. She was like, okay, that's fine. Just keep me updated on your contractions. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get me some rest. So literally all the signs was right there. I just was ignoring them because 1, I was throwing up. 2, I could not sleep. I couldn't rest. Those 2 days, the 18th and the 19th, I could sleep. I could sleep through the pain. It hurts, but like I can go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? When the 20th hit, I could not sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. It was like so much pain. The 20th was my due date. So that's when I was, I was doing the curb walking. I was doing the squats. I was walking up the steps. I'm doing all this. I'm like, okay, baby, because we ain't going too far after due date. Baby, he got to come up out of him. So I was doing all I could to get him up out of there. So, yeah, I was doing all that. Still having the contractions. Still keeping an update on them. So to cope with my contractions, because I already knew, because when you give birth at a birthing center, there's no medicine. You can't do nothing. It's literally you're natural. When I had decided that I wanted to go natural, I had already was like, okay, I need ways to cope with this pain. So there was the cone method that I used. That didn't really work. The shower method worked wonders. Okay, that shower. First of all, back labor, baby, they don't specify that enough for me. Back labor is worse than cramps, baby. It's like somebody is repeatedly punching you in your back. Like, you know what a frog feel like? Okay, imagine that in your back, but they not letting the frog up. They just constantly frogging in your back. And it's the lower back, it's not even the upper back. But that thing hurts so bad. So the shower did me wonders. I put that thing in the hottest temperature and just let the water run on my back. I did toilet sitting, and I hate toilets. Y'all, I have like a big thing with toilets. I don't like toilets. People who put their towels on toilets when they get in the shower, what are you doing? I just don't like toilet. I associate toilets with pooping. But the doula was like, sit on that toilet and it make them come down. Toilet sitting. It did wonders, baby. It helped me. What else did I do? Oh, back squeezes and back presses and heat compression. That heat on my back did wonders. Oh. Get a heating pad, y'all. Oh. I might be tired. I'm a mother. Like, I can't believe I was pregnant. Like, I literally had a human in my body. It's amazes me every single day, still to this day, that I gave birth to a human. It's amazing and crazy at the same time. So yeah, I did that, and I try to get as much rest as I can. Didn't really get no rest for real, because, you know. So it gets to about like, I want to say maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning. The contractions are coming, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, and like, I was the whole day of the 20th, I couldn't really eat nothing, because like I was just in pain. I wasn't feeling nothing. And then once it started getting later in the morning, like towards the 21st, my contractions started to get to where like I couldn't talk through them. Like the whole time while I was in early labor, I was able to talk. Like I was like, oh, I'm in pain, or I'm like, when the previous video, go check out that previous video. When I was doing that belly casting, I was in early labor, but I could talk. I was talking the whole video. I was cooling. But baby, once when the 21st hit, oh baby, them contractions was like, shut up. Right fucking nah. Baby, them contractions wasn't playing with me for real. Like, y'all, that's some pain. That's some pain. And I ain't even trying to scare y'all. It's just being for real. Like, the early labor was cool. Once it started getting towards the end, like, cause the 21st was the end, I was like at the end at home, yeah. And so like I couldn't eat. My boyfriend was like, you gotta eat something. And everything that I ate, I would literally throw it up. Like even water, y'all. I had drunk a whole bunch of water. He was like, at least drink some water, get hydrated, baby. I threw water up. It was it. That was it. I was like, I can't. And how else I knew I was like towards the end? Or how else I knew the showers didn't work no more? I had gotten in the shower, and I was just sitting there, and baby, they wasn't soothing nothing. Them contractions was overpowering that water. I'm like, I can't do this. And I just kept saying, I can't. Like, I didn't say it, but in my head, I was like, if I have to go through another day of this, I won't be able to do it. I'm talking to God. I'm like, I can't do it, God. Like, I know we had a plan, because I asked him. I said, God, I want to go natural. I need you to support me with going natural. I said, God, I want to give birth at a birthing center so I can give a water birth in a bathtub. I said, God, I need you to support that. And he came through with all that. I said, God, I need a doula. He got me a doula a month before I gave birth. Everything that I asked him for concerning this pregnancy, he gave it. But when I was in that shower in that end labor, I was like, God, I can't do it. He said back to me, I heard a voice in my head, and it was like, God will never give you more than you can't handle. And then I would just repeat it to myself through every contraction. I was like, God will never give you more than you can't handle. God will never give you more than you can't handle. And I'm just like, God, like you sure? Like, come on now, I'm in pain. Like, y'all was literally, if I would have went to that birthing center and that lady would have said anything other than what she said, I would have went to the hospital. I would have went straight to the hospital and said, put it in my back. Put it in my back. But God had a plan. I called my midwife, and this is like 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, these are my symptoms. These contractions are getting intense. What do I do? She was like, okay, all of that is normal. Baby, that got on my nerves so bad towards the end when I was in pain. Oh, that's normal. Oh, that's normal. Listen here. I know it's fucking normal. Everybody have children every fucking day. But do I need to come up here? Do I need to come up there and have this baby? What are you saying? Tell my son it's normal, duh. She was like, just call me back in an hour and we'll see how you progress. I said, no, I need to come right now. I need to come right now, and you need to check my coochie and see if his head is ready to come out my coochie. Cause it ain't gonna work if I don't come up there right now. She was like, okay, you can come up, let's say by 6. It had to be like 5 when I called her. She was like, okay, let's say by 6. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. So it ain't 6 yet, so I'm just laying in the bed, and they start coming. They start coming. But y'all, like, I had learned this term after I had already had a baby, but looking back, it's very much true. It's like during a contraction, your ears sound like you're underwater, cause like you can't hear nothing. Like, y'all, when them contractions start, I can't hear. Like, it's like the pain takes over your whole body, y'all. And I'm not trying to scare y'all, for real, for real. It's just being honest. I gotta, you know, explain it to y'all so y'all would know. And my boyfriend, like, during the time, every contraction, he would massage my back. And he would do it, like, softly, because he was like, I don't want to hurt you. I'm going to just do it softly. Baby, towards the end, he was massaging me softly. I said, put your weight in it. I need you to punch my back. I need you to put your whole elbow in my back. He was trying to play with me. He was trying to go all soft. I'm like, no, I need you to go as hard as you can. Go as hard as you possibly can in my back. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Do not play with it. Please. Yeah, I snapped on him. That was the first time I snapped on him. That's how I should have known that I was, like, literally about to give birth. Like, I was cooling the whole time. I was just chilling. But towards the end, I was like, Caleb, I need you to, like, I was on it, boy. And he was so patient. Shout out to him, because he was really patient the whole time. I was just having him running this way and that way and do this, do that. After I had got off the phone with the midwife, I threw up maybe like 2 times after that. And I finally was able to fall asleep. So, with me being able to fall asleep, y'all, I fell asleep for an hour. It may have been 30 minutes. I might be jazzing it. But I know it was 7 o'clock when I was supposed to be up at that birthing center at 6 o'clock. It was 7. The midwife had called me and was like, hey, are you still coming? I was like, oh, I fell asleep. Like, yeah, I'm on the way right now. I didn't even know. Child, another contraction had came. And I might have, like, was out of it for like 10 minutes. And I was like, hey, Caleb, we gotta go to the birthing center. He was like, I didn't even know we was leaving. Like, I ain't up there with him or nothing. I was literally just like out of it. We in a car and I say, Caleb, you got my phone? He was like, no, I thought you grabbed it. I'm like, no, you had it in your hand. Like, I seen it in his hand. And mind y'all, like, I could see, but like I was out of it. I was literally, I put on some sweatpants and I put on a hoodie. I had nothing up under it. I didn't have no panties on. I didn't have no bra on. And I literally walked out the door. That's all I could grab. That's all I could comprehend. I just knew, Brianna, you need clothes on. I didn't have no socks on. It was so cold outside. So I seen him grab my phone and he was like, I put it back down when I had grabbed. He grabbed something. It wasn't the diaper bag because we didn't have the diaper bag either, y'all. Not knowing. Baby, you had to give birth. So we on the way and I need the window all the way down, y'all. Mind y'all, I told y'all it was freezing cold outside. This is like, y'all know March sometimes be cold. Baby, it was cold this morning. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Baby, it was freezing cold, but I needed that window all the way down or I was gonna puke all over that car and I couldn't do it. I was out of it. The drive was probably like 15 minutes to the birthing center. Like, when I say out of it, it's like you pass out, literally, like passing out, like from the pain. Like, I'm not sugarcoating it at all, and I'm not playing, I'm not over exaggerating, because I don't remember going to sleep, and it's probably from exhaustion too, because I'm not remembering going to sleep, but I remember waking up. It's like, oh, I'm up, and I get woken up by the contractions. And so we close to the birth center, and we gotta go on this road. Baby, that road was so bumpy. I was like, I'm gonna have this baby in this car. It made the pressure feel worse. And looking back on it now, I'm grateful that they probably moved him down somewhere. Y'all, the birthing center opened at like, I wanna say it opened at like 9 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock. So the doors was not open. So I don't have the midwife's direct number. You can only call the building and after hours or before hours. They let the midwife know to call you back because you gave the customer people your number. So they calling you back and then they ask you questions. So we gotta go through that. So, but before we even go through that, I'm literally on the steps in front of the building throwing up. And so y'all, this is what I mean with the underwater. The building was on the main road. The stairs was right in front of the road. It was traffic, baby. Like bagged up traffic. So cars was like literally right in front of me. I didn't hear nothing during the contractions. But after it, I hear horns and I hear the cars and I hear the bus. Like, it literally was crazy. And I was throwing up probably my stomach lining because I couldn't eat nothing. I didn't eat nothing. I didn't drink nothing, but I was still throwing up. And at this point, I'm like throwing up air. I'm throwing up like spit. But I was in agony. I was in so much pain. I laid on the concrete. I laid on the steps. My boyfriend was like, "Bree, get up, get off the floor." I'm like, shut up right now. Please shut up. Like, don't tell me. I don't care about this road being dirty. I don't care about this concrete being dirty. I need to lay right here, and I need peace and quiet. Did I get peace and quiet? No, because my boyfriend was banging on the door for them to open the door. It was 4 people in that building, and they was upstairs. So downstairs, there was a janitor. She don't speak English, y'all. She walked past the door. She looks at Caleb and continued to walk past the door. Y'all, Caleb flipped the freak out. He flipped, y'all. When he seen her, he said, "See me? Like, you don't fucking see me? She pregnant. She finna give birth. Like, she in pain. You need to open this fucking door, y'all." He almost broke that damn door. And then finally, the midwife came down and was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" He told the midwife off. Like, "This the lady who gotta check me out, bro. Chill." Child, when I seen that door open, I just walked through the door. I didn't acknowledge nobody. I didn't acknowledge him, the midwife. Show me to where I need to go so you can check me out. I don't care. He's still telling them off, but I walk right past him. At this point, I have no time to calm him down. I have no time to figure out what went wrong. I just know I need my coochie check. Go to the room, and she gloves up, and I'm having a contraction. So she's like, "Oh, I can't go in there while you're having a contraction." I'm like, freak. So I'm just laying there like, oh, like waiting for this contraction to pass so she can check me. The contraction went past. She called my boyfriend in there to give me a hip squeeze to squeeze my back because my back was hurting so bad. So the contraction wasn't over, but it was like halfway over because at this point they were back to back. So y'all, when you get to the point where it's time to push, they come back to back. So I'm telling her, and she's still like, she had no sense of urgency until after she checked me. I was like, I don't get a break from them. I didn't know the words to say, but I was like, I don't get a break from the contraction. Like, they come, and then when they leave, it's like they come right back. That means it's time to freaking push. So she's like, "Okay, let me just check you out." Maybe she checked me. And like, first of all, cervix checks don't hurt me. Didn't hurt me at all. People was like, "Oh, they hurt so bad." But baby, she took that hand out so calmly. And she said so calmly, "Okay, you're 9 centimeters. It's time to go to the tub." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, did she say 9 centimeters? But I'm having a contraction, so I'm like not talking. So as soon as she say, "Okay, you're 9 centimeters," Caleb instantly go into like supportive mode. He like, "You got this, Mom. You got this. Like, you can do this. Like, you ready? Like, you good? Like, you're the greatest." It didn't process until after the contraction leave, and I was like, "Did she just say 9 centimeters?" He like, "Yeah, you got this. You got this. You got this." So I took my pants off to get my cervix checked. Like, "Okay, you can get dressed and come to the service room." What? Girl, I said, "Do I have to put my pants back on?" She was like, "It's up to you if you want to." Baby, that's all you had to say. I walked down that hallway butt naked with a sweatshirt on. The perfect definition of nice nasty. Like, I was like, "I need that tub now." She was like, "Okay, we're gonna get it ready for you." I was like, "I'm sorry for yelling at you." She was like, "No, you're fine." So I'm laying on the bed having another contraction. At this point, I'm like not even focused on the fact that I have to push. I'm just so focused on the pain. Like, I'm not even scared I have to push. I'm like, I need this pain to leave me now. So Caleb like never left my ear from saying, "Okay," being supportive. But I'm like, take this sweatshirt off of me because when that tub gets ready, I just need to get in it. I was planning on doing my hair so I could take pictures afterwards. Y'all, that did not work. She gets the tub going. Baby, the water wasn't even filled up. I just need to get in there. I got in there as soon as she said, "Okay, you can get in." Baby, I hopped right up in that tub, babe. And so the water was cold. I'm like, I need it warmer. And she was like, "Okay." I'm like, "I'm sorry for yelling at you." Like, I was just so nice nasty. Like, I was very much aware of my attitude. That was probably the only thing I was more aware of. She was like, no, you're fine, you're good. Another midwife come out of nowhere and she introducing herself. Girl, I don't care about your name. Get this baby up out of me. She makes the water warm. I'm like, oh, thank you, oh, thank you. The midwife is like, okay, Brianna, if you have the urge to poop, that means you can push. Push during the contraction. I'm like, I feel like I have to poop. She was like, all right, then push. So I started pushing, and it's not, y'all, pushing is not even bad. Pushing is a relief from the contractions. Like, when I was pushing, it felt so good that like I kept wanting to push. Like, every time a contraction came, I was ready to push. Now, I will say, when they like hold it for 20 seconds, because who can push? That's like, imagine you boo-booing and trying to push out a turd for 20 seconds. I last like 10, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do 20 seconds, I can't do it. She's like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, because it's gonna have to be okay, because I can't do it. I tried it one time and I was out of breath. I'm like, I can't do that, I can't do it. And so I was on my back at first in the tub. In my birth plan, I want to do any position, but I was just so out of it, I just automatically went on my back because I was laying in the tub. She was like, remember, you can do any position that you're comfortable with. You can just do anything you want. I'm like, yeah, I can. I forgot. So I got on all fours, and I'm just looking at Caleb. Caleb was outside the tub, and he's like, you got it, Mom. You can do it. I'm like, I can do it. So I'm just pushing. And the midwife's like, you're doing good, you're doing good. And then the student midwife come in. She introduced herself, and I didn't even let her finish. I'm like, okay, come on. Like, baby, come do your job. I don't care what you doing, what's your name. You're a midwife, cool. They let you in here, cool. You're certified, cool. I don't care. Like, they were so supportive. And yeah, I pushed maybe for like, I want to say it was like, I don't think it was 30 minutes. I want to say it was 15, maybe 20 minutes, y'all. Shout out to Okra Water, yeah. Shout out to Okra Water, raspberry leaf tea. And I did nettle leaf, but that just hit my iron. But that Okra Water definitely was the 20 minutes. Did not push long at all. After a couple pushes, he was here. After the third push, I felt down and I felt his head. It was still up to my cooch, but I felt his head. And I was like, oh, he got hair. And I was like, Caleb, you want to feel? He was like, I feel it afterwards. And I was like, okay. And so I just kept pushing again. And after every push, I would feel. Like, because they gave me the motivation. Like, okay, he's almost here. Like, okay, Brie, you only got this. Like, it literally was helping me. So I was just feeling his head. Okay, push. Feeling his head. And when it got to that crowning. Okay, so if you don't know what crowning means, it means when the head is right, the cooch is literally about to pop out the cooch. What it feel like sandpaper. It feel like somebody's sandpapering your cooch. Yeah, that burnt so burny. Like, once it started, I literally stopped pushing. I said, yeah, I don't know if I can do this. I was like, it burned so bad. They was like, that's good. That means he's coming. That means he's crying. I'm like, y'all, I don't know. Because it was literally like, stay in the burn or push so it won't burn no more. So I pushed. I was just pushing. And then after the burning started, it was like 2 more pushes and he was here. And I didn't even know he was here. I didn't feel like, it wasn't no like, gush. I'm guessing because I was in the water already. It wasn't no gush of him coming out. I literally just looked down and I seen him, and y'all, his eyes was open already, like up under the water. His eyes was open, and he was just looking up at me. And before I had started pushing, they said, before you lift him up out of the water, keep him up under there for a little bit. But I had forgot. Like, I literally, when I seen his face, like, again, like, my mind just left, and I was just in so much shock. And so I lifted him right on up. He was okay. He was looking at me. Like, we was making eye contact. Like, and he never, like, stopped looking. Like, his eyes was not closed. Like, the whole time. Like, from up under the water to when I lifted him up out of the water, his eyes was open. And he had a little comb head with a stinky butt. And he wasn't crying. Like, he literally was, like, just looking up. He was blinking. He was breathing, but he wasn't crying. And so we was in the tub, and they was like, messing with him so he can cry. and taking his lung and his heart. And they're like, get out of the tub, let's lay in the bed and let's try to get him to cry. And so we laying down in the bed, and like, y'all, I'm literally just not there. Like, I got somebody messing with my cooch. I got somebody, they like playing with him to get him to cry, checking me, checking my heart. I'm just like, oh wow, it's a lot going on. And I'm literally just like not there. Like, I was not there at all. Like, you know, I thought I was, when I seen him, I was just gonna start crying and be like, oh gee, I have a baby, oh gee, here. No, I was like in shock for a good little bit. I was just like, I didn't say nothing. I was just quiet there. And then he started crying, and then I was just like, oh. And then me and Caleb shared a look, and then I just went back quiet. I don't know. It's like some moms experience, they don't get the crying emotional moment when they first see their baby. I felt kind of guilty because I thought I was gonna have it, but I still love him the same. I did delayed cord clamping, so his umbilical cord wasn't clamped yet. So they getting the placenta out. The placenta didn't hurt us at all. Like, it felt like, I don't know, it just coming out like actually was a relief. It didn't even hurt. I was cool on that one. Caleb, he cut the umbilical cord, and they checked my coochie for rips. And so as she checking it, I'm praying to God. I'm like, God, no stitches, no stitches, no stitches. So it's like, oh, I see a little rip. It's a little rip, but you don't need stitches. It'll heal on its own. It was a little bitty one. I said, yeah, because I couldn't do stitches. I couldn't do stitches after that pain. I wouldn't be able to do the stitches. He came through with that, and after they cleaned him up, or they didn't clean him up, they left all the stuff on him because they don't bathe him at the birth center. They let the stuff soak into his skin because it's good. I'm sitting up and in the bed, and she's like, okay, I have to dig into your stomach. I'm like, you gotta what? She was like, yeah, so you won't clot. Between that and the contractions, like, that's literally what was like, oh, I can't do that. Maybe she was digging into my stomach, and like, she did one of them that I just couldn't bear. I said, oh, I said, can you please slow it down? Like, please get gentle with it. She was like, I have to go this hard so I can get it all out. She was like, but you can hold my hand if you want to. So I'm just like, and she just like, I'm like, When she was going to her, I was like holding her her wrist a little hard, like, bitch, that means slow it down and get up on my stomach like that. I know she had to do it, but it hurt. So, and that was literally a reflex. I would not grab her like that, but it was a reflex. How your time, airplane? How your time? After they weigh him and everything, it then clicks to me. I don't have my phone. It clicks to me again. I gave birth without my doula. What was the purpose? To have her. And she didn't even get no birth. She didn't help me with nothing. Never came. I didn't have my phone. Nobody knew I was in labor. Baby, it was just me, Caleb, and the midwives. And I honestly say, God makes no mistakes for us. So I feel like that was for a reason, because it was honestly so peaceful. I just did it. I didn't have to worry about it. Because if I would have told that I was not sending me this, I would have been like, oh, call this person, text this person. Because I was supposed to FaceTime my best friends, and so they can witness it. I didn't get to do that because I left my phone. It was really nice though. And afterwards, after me and my baby was having our skin to skin time, Caleb had went to go get the diaper bag and my phone. I ain't have no clothes. Everything was in a diaper bag. We forgot the diaper bag. Y'all, we was so unprepared. Like, we did not expect to have that baby. No, y'all. So if y'all want to see him experience contractions, get this too, y'all. Okay, so we gonna have a part 2. Okay, y'all. That is it. That is how I had my baby in the tub, real natural, real unplanned, real freaking unplanned. If I would have stayed at that house for maybe an hour, just another 30 minutes, I probably would have had him on my bed. You know, that would have been a good story though. Shout out to God. Very healthy baby, very healthy pregnancy, very healthy birth. Ain't God good? So I'm about to go be a mother some more. Y'all love it. I'm gonna give y'all another video. Hopefully he'll be in the next video. He just was tired today. I really thought he was gonna wake up, but he didn't. It just means I'm gonna have some more time for me. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all watch it to the end. And thank y'all for watching. Shout out to y'all. But yes, y'all tune in to the next video that I will be making, which will be the part 2 of telling the story from Kayla's point of view. Cause I ain't never actually heard him say it from that point of view, so it's gonna be interesting, child. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for Bam Beauty. Shawty, she got some new stuff on the way, y'all. Tune in and make sure y'all listen to Ball Out on all platforms. Love y'all.